charging and its methods of the battery. Charging and its methods of the battery. Okay. So this charging is possible in the secondary batteries only. Okay. Lithium-ion batteries, lead-acid batteries, nickel-cadmium batteries, not in primary batteries. Only is possible in a secondary battery. Secondary batteries, rechargeable batteries. Okay, but not in primary batteries. So only is, the charging is possible. Charging, if it is discharging, again charging is possible in secondary batteries only, not in primary batteries. Okay, and here, so these are the methods are there. Charging of this battery, there are the different type of methods are there. Okay, to charge a lead acid battery, the following important points should be keep in mind. Okay, so these are the different type of points keep in mind to charge the lead acid battery. Okay, this is one of the most important battery. It is a very nowadays so maximum we are using. Okay, this battery only. Okay, understood. So maximum nowadays we are concentrating on this type of batteries to store the energy, and also lithium-ion batteries are there. Okay, so I will explain lithium-ion batteries next class. Okay, so today we have to considering how charging methods. Okay, so these are the different type of points to charge the lead acid battery. Okay, so remember this point. A DC source should be used for charging. A DC source should be used for the charging. Okay, to charge this method, this lead acid batteries, this DC source is required. DC source should be used, not AC. If AC source is available, should be first rectified. Okay, by using power electronic devices. Okay, by using electronic devices, rectifier, AC to DC conversion, inverter, DC to AC. Am I right? By using rectifier, convert AC to DC and then connect it to the lead acid battery, positive and negative terminals. Then only it is possible to charge. Otherwise, not possible to charge. Okay. The DC source should be connected with proper polarities to battery. Okay. The DC source polarities, that is called plus minus. DC source should be connected with proper polarity to battery to be charged. Understood? That is plus minus polarities. Okay. Is connected to the battery in a proper way. Okay. Lead peroxide, lead peroxide plate and sponge lead plate. Okay. Anode, cathode. These are properly connected to the battery, means source. Okay. Take care of polarities of batteries to charge. Okay. And the next, the DC source voltage should be higher than the maximum terminal voltage of the battery. Okay. DC source voltage, for example, car battery 12 volts. Car battery 12 volts. So if you want to charge the car battery 12 volts, our source voltage must be greater than that of the terminal voltage of the battery. Okay. If you are connecting 5 volts battery to charge the 5 voltage source is connected to the 12 volts battery. Okay. It is very difficult to charge the battery. No? So that's why current always from high potential to low potential. Current is always from high potential to low potential. So because of source voltage must be greater than that of the battery voltage. Source voltage must be more than that of the storage device. Then only the battery is charging properly. Otherwise, it's not possible. Okay. DC source voltage should be higher than the maximum terminal voltage of the battery. Typically, charging voltage should be 2.5 voltage per cell. Okay. Then the value of charging current I should be set properly. The value of charging current I should be set properly. Okay. So then the charging current should not be too high. The charging current should not be too high in order to avoid excessive gassing and heat during the charging process. Understood? In order to avoid the excessive gassing and heat during charging process, okay, the current must be controlled. The charging current of the batteries must be controlled. Charging current should not be too high in order to avoid excessive gassing and heating during the charging process. Understood? And then the charging current can be set by taking one of the following two rules. These are the two rules are there. The charging current can be set by using the following two rules. The charging current should be equal to number of positive plates in single cell. Okay, this is depending upon plates. Okay, the charging current should be equal to number of positive plates in the single cell, and the charging current should be such that the full charging achieved in 8 hours. Okay, so these are the different points. Keep in mind to charge the lead acid battery. So almost these points are really, remaining batteries also is applicable. This all these points. Okay, remaining batteries also. So, but generally, so we are using nowadays we are that's called lead acid batteries only. So that's why. So these are the different type of points. Keep it in mind, and then only the life of the batteries increases. Okay, the current charging current should be in a proper set value. Otherwise, the life of the battery is decreasing. Okay, and also the source voltage must be more than that of the battery voltage, terminal voltage. Okay, polarities also must be connected in proper way. If you are not connected in polarities in other way, so these reactions may disturbance in reactions is not charging properly. Okay, so that's why these are the different type of points should be known. Okay, so then charging of a battery with AC supply. Okay, if AC supply is available, how to charge the DC? How to charge your mobile? Okay, so mobile battery, that's called lithium-ion battery. Okay, so how to charge this lithium-ion battery? Means by using this process. This is called input AC voltage, input voltage of this. Okay, so in our home is available source is called AC, not DC. Available source is called AC only. Okay, so that is from transformer. Okay, understood? So here, so this is called transformer and a rectifier. Okay, this is called two AC lines, phase neutral. This is called phase and neutral. Okay, from phase neutral. Okay, from transmission line, the power fed to the, that is called primary winding of the transformer, and then secondary winding of the transformer is connected to the rectifier. That is called AC to DC conversion. And this rectifier is having some harmonics. Okay, the rectifier is not we are not getting full DC. So there is some ripples are there, spikes are there. Okay, in output voltage of the DC, some ripples, spikes, and also harmonics are present in output. So that the harmonics can be minimized by using filter. This is the filter between placed. Okay, between these two, battery and rectifier. The filter is used to filter the DC spikes and also harmonics. Okay, any disturbance in the DC that can be minimized by using these filters. Okay, so this filter is used to filter the harmonics and output of the rectifier, AC to DC conversion. In DC, any harmonics are there that can be minimized by using filter. And then filter output is so getting like this, approximately DC, but small spikes are there. So like this. So DC means constant. Okay. So small increasing, decreasing. These are the pulsating can be minimized by using filters. And this called regulators. By using regulators, so we have to control the voltage levels. Okay, regulator. By using regulator, we have to control this voltage, input voltage. Okay, this voltage, and that means the input voltage of the battery can be controlled by using regulator. Okay, just like a fan, the speed of the fan can be controlled by regulator. No? So here also, input voltage of the battery is also controlled by using one regulator. Okay, that is called RPS, regulator power supply. RPS. Okay, regulator supply, regulator power supply. So this is is there in a BW lab. We can easily how how to operate this RPS when you are coming to the BW lab. Okay, so these output terminals of this regulator, 4 terminals are there. There is one voltage voltage 2 terminals and current 2 terminals. Voltage setting 2 terminals and current setting. Okay, And this output of the regulator is a positive and a regulator is connected to the battery. So by using this regulator, we have to control the voltage. So we are connected here. Yeah, here the positive and negative polarities in proper way to the battery. The output of this current can be controlled by using the regulator and also voltage. Okay, by using this RPS 0 to 30 volts in laboratory, BW laboratory, there is a RPS regulator power supply. Thus range is 0 to 30 volts. Okay, by changing this voltage and currents, so we have to charge the, so by maintaining this voltage and current of the regulator, input of the battery, so we have to charge in a proper way. Okay, so your output is like DC, so exactly DC. So here, okay, that means here this just like a charger. Okay, up to here just like this. Is this called battery? Okay, this mobile, let us assume this is called mobile lithium ion battery. Here, if you are connected lithium ion battery, this type of voltage is given to the, this type of power supply is given to the battery. Okay, so here, so DC rectifier DC. So output of full wave rectifier. The output of the full wave rectifier is like this, single phase full wave rectifier. Okay, so if you are this connected to the pure inductor, so this ripples spikes can be minimized. Okay, so in this way this battery is charging. Yeah, if the source of energy is alternating, that is called AC. If the source of energy is called alternating, then DC voltage is required for the charging of a battery is derived from the AC source by using rectifier. Understood? This is the concept is well. By using rectifier, is converted into AC to DC. Okay. And the step-down transformer reduces the high AC supply voltage to low AC voltage. Because of the operating voltage of this our devices, mobile is very less, na? Just 5 volts, 7 volts, 3.5 volts. So very less. That's why the step-down transformer is required. The step-down transformer is reduce the AC supply voltage. Okay, so AC supply voltage 230 volts. So that can be reduced by using this. Okay, by using this step-down transformers. The rectifier converts the AC voltage into a DC voltage. Okay, and filter is used to get pure DC voltage, and output voltage of filter is given to the regulator. Okay, by using filter, so we have to reduce the harmonics, generally harmonics. Okay, so the filter is used to get pure DC voltage, and output voltage of filter is given to the regulator. Regulator is a device which gives regulated voltage at input of battery. Okay, so this is the about charging process, charging of the battery with supply. Okay,